Grab the remote right quick.
Where's it at? I'll be the TV on.
Good person. All right. Go ahead. It's live.
You can hear me?
Yep.
All right, shalom. All right, give praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, B'Kakadash. All right. Before we start, we're going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, peace and salutations to all the prophets, preaching the truth, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in their hearts. All right, we love the gospel. All right, as you can see, this is GMS Indiana, back with another last show. The title of the lesson is No Covenant with Heathen. All right, because the Lord's not dealing with these heathens, man. When you read Psalms, the 14th chapter, it talks about it's good, no, not one of them. It's talking about the heathen. All right, do you have something to get out? Let's open up with that.
Yeah, hold on.
You got something? If not, then I can go ahead and grab it real quick. Because the Lord...
23 and start from 31.
23, 31. Con.
Start from 27.
23, 27?
Yep.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 27. All right, it says, I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come. And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee, and I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hittite and the Canaanite and the Hittite from before thee. I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. It says, by little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. And I will set my bounds from the Red Sea, even the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods.
See, now this is when the Lord was promising us the land. All right, this is when the Lord was giving us the land of Israel, because it was Canaanites right now. So the Lord said He's going to drive them out. He's going to basically give it to us. But He said we shall make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. All right, just to show you. Also, you can get that in Genesis 2. The Tower of Babel. I don't think that's Genesis 10. But you can get the Tower of Babel just to show you that, that's talking about the Canaanites. But the Lord didn't want us to make no covenant with none of the heathens, man. Whether it be Edomite, Canaanite, Hamite, Japhite, Ammonite, Moabite, any one of these heathens, man. We're not supposed to make no covenant with them, man. And a covenant is an agreement, all right? Which is any type of we would give your daughters as a, man, none of that, man. The Lord didn't want us to mingle with these people, man. All right? Go ahead.
And Exodus?
In Genesis. Tower of Babel is in Genesis.
Yeah, okay.
You can start from the top.
Genesis 11. Genesis chapter 11, verse 1. It says, the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
Right, and that language and speech was Hebrew. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime they for mortar. Verse 4. It says, and they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men built. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language.
Right, so if the Lord was with us mingling, Lord was with everything being one and everything being together, then the Lord would have never did this right here. Go ahead.
It says, And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech.
Go
So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of the earth, and they left off a building in city. They left off to build the city.
See, now, the Lord was with everybody being together and everything being one. He would never scatter the language, man, because the Lord's not with that, man. All right, get Ezekiel 37 and 27, Bible shot. Because the Lord, he's for his people, and he's separated from he separated from he separated the heathen from Israel, man. All right, so that's what we look like going back to the heathen, trying to make covenants with them, man. All right, these heathens are beneath us, man. All right, they're supposed to be our servants, and they're supposed to be our handmaids, man. We're not supposed to make covenant. We're not supposed to make no agreements with them. All right, that's why the Apocrypha says what never trust thy enemy, man. Once you're making a covenant with somebody, you're trusting them, man, because you're trusting to hold up on their end of the bargain. All right.
Yep.
But it says like what? Iron runs the soul does a wickedness, man. It means what? Eventually he's gonna show what he's truly intended, man. He's gonna show his trueness apart. Go ahead. And I think you can hold that in Psalms where it says his words are smooth as butter.
God says Ezekiel 37 and 27. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yeah, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know.
See, now it's separated. It says, now the heathen shall know. Go ahead.
Now the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel.
Sanctify means separate. Goes to the word holy. With the word holy means separate. So the Lord do sanctify Israel. Go ahead. Separate Israel from who? From the heathens. Because it just said at the beginning of that voice, it says, the beginning of that verse, it says what? Then the heathen shall know. All right, so the Lord is separating the heathens from Israel. Go ahead.
Okay. Sanctify Israel, that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel when my sanctuary shall be.
He said, which my sanctuary shall be, which my sanctuary is a dwelling place or a house, which shall be in them. All right. It says what in the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. It says what, and Israel shall know that I am the power. I am the power. That I am the God. I am their God, and none else, man. All right. So the Lord's so in order to get close to the Lord, you have to go through an Israelite, man. All right. Israel is where the Lord's sanctuary is, where His dwelling place is. All right. Go ahead.
It says, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore.
Constantly, forevermore, man. His sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore, which means what? He's only going to dwell within Israel, man. He's only going to show his statutes, laws, and commandments within Israel, man. He's only going to deal with Israel forevermore, man. All right? He's never going to deal with the heathen. All right? Go ahead. Put that Psalms. Yeah.
God. You know what chapter that's in?
I want to say 80.
Oh,
86. 55. 20. Stop at 20.
Stop at 20. Psalms 55 verse 20. So the page you want to get to all the stuff together. All right, Psalms 55. All right, in the 20th verse. He shall put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
See, and what Esau always matter of fact, they had him in the Django. What dude say? He said in this land, and he said in this country, in this land, a proper agreement is not finalized until the two parties shake hands. And what did Esau always try to do? He said, "Do we have a deal?" And he always put the sand out for that shape. You read that over?
God. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
See, he has broken his covenant. That's why we shouldn't be making covenants with the heathen anyways, man. Now, really in this verse, it's talking about a brother, but it can be applied to heathens, man. Because especially Esau. Esau has his mind straight to the T. Go ahead.
God. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Which means what? He can tell you a lot of good stuff, man. Hey, just like anything Esau puts out here, anything that's on TV, he'll tell you all the benefits before he tells you all the how can I say non-benefits, I guess, with all the dire things like credit cards. Oh yeah, you basically had back in the I don't know exactly where credit cards came out. I think back in the 60s or back in the 70s. But when credit cards came out, they had what? People were using it in mass quantities because what? It was not you be able to have money when you don't have money. So it's like people was oh man, yeah, that's cool. But guess what? And in the long run, people can't what? You can't buy houses, you can't get a car, you can't do this if your credit get messed up. So they didn't tell you the dire needs of the credit. Hey, just like they're gonna do with this chip, man. All these you're never gonna be what's it called? You're never gonna need cash money. You're never gonna get stolen. Your wallet and everything you're never gonna need that no more. All right. You're gonna be able to they're gonna tell you a whole bunch of benefits, but what's that one dire thing that they're not gonna tell you? That this is the mark of the beast that the Bible speaks of. And if you take this chip, that you're gonna be destroyed. All right. They're not gonna tell you that, man. Just like advertisement is not going to tell you that the diet. Matter of fact, advertisements is what they actually speed past that part. If they tell you something about NyQuil or something, they say oh yes, he said call this number to get a more peaceful, sound sleep. Side effects may include dizziness, nausea. And they go through real fast. They don't want you to hear those negative effects. And you be listening to them like what? It should call dizziness, nausea, diarrhea, instant diarrhea. Internal diarrhea. You'll be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I get to sleep soundly, but shit, it comes with all these side effects. Like it does, and that's exactly how this devil comes when he tries to make a covenant with you. Man, he's gonna tell you all the benefits though, but yeah, he's gonna withhold some information from you. Go ahead.
Yep. If you want a song. Psalm 55. Psalm 55, verse 20, 21. Psalm 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
See, that was in his heart. That was in the back of his mind, man. And it says, and I'm gonna get the scripture right quick. Because it says war was in his heart. Because the word heart goes back into the word lav, which means mind. And it talks about that in Job, the 20th chapter. Bible chapter. Bear with me for a minute. This is Job chapter 20, verse 12. It says, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, this is talking about the so-called white man, though he hide it under his tongue, it says, though he spare it, he forsake it not, but keep it within him, keep it still within his mouth. See what? So he's never gonna forsake his instinct ways, man. He's never gonna forsake his true intent. All right. Hey, just like they overthrew us in the Byzantine Empire, man. Their whole entire idea was what to rule, man. It talks about that in the book of Sirach, man. You know, their intent is never to please somebody else. Their intent is always to come up or one up somebody, man. All right. Yeah. It's never to truly be somebody's servant, and they always want to be the top tier guy. All right. And that's the spirit in all you Edomites, man. Even if you a business of a major corporation, and you got a second here, and you got a second. They call it what co-owners. They got chairmen, they co-owners. You know, basically, if anything happens to the boss, the main boss, then the co-owner takes it part. But that co-owner really is looking for some way to overthrow the boss, so he could be the boss. So he could be the boss. You know, that's the true intent of these devils, man. Back in their mind, they never want to be true to what they say. They might put on a collage like, oh yeah, this is a. That's why we shouldn't make no covenant with him, man. The scripture says never trust thine enemy, man. Because why? Because truly that they're no good, man. Their true intentions is never what they say it is, man.
Nope.
All right. Their true intentions is what to overthrow thee. Go ahead.
Same same verse.
Yeah.
It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, and his words were softer than oil. Yet they drawing swords.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So he's gonna put on a big collage, man. He's gonna put on that act, man. Hey, they say what the devil comes in a nice dress suit, clean cut shave with a nice. Hey, why did he say the devil comes like that? Because what? He's gonna be pleasing to the eye. The devil's not gonna come all evil looking and mad and with double little horns and everything. You're not gonna be able to recognize the devil when you see him. That's why he said. That's why the word devil means what? Deceiver, man. That alone should let you know that, well, the devil's going to come trying to look in his best department. That's why if you look in the movie, what, The Devil's Advocate? Was it Devil's Advocate or is it The Devil Advocate? The devil was what? He was all nicely dressed and then you looked like a productive citizen, you know? But it goes into where devil means deceiver, man. Really, his spirit is really black and evil, man. Because that's what his true intent is. His true intent is to get that one up on somebody, man. All right? And so, and really, to be honest, that's the way the spirit is in this world, man. Even Jakes act like that now, man. What can I do to get over on this nigga? You know, that's why the elder Lamashpat always say, love is not true love. Love is only a fictional thing to see how much I can fuck over somebody, man. You know, oh, I love you because I can fuck over you a lot. See, that's not true love, man. People don't understand the word true. People don't understand the word love, man. They don't. Just look at it. How do we show the Lord we love Him? By doing the statutes, laws, commandments. How do you show somebody that you love them? By doing what they say or doing showing them the action, man. If a woman really loves me, but she's not doing a lick of thing I'm saying, she don't really love me, man. If I tell you to do this, I want the house clean. I want the kids in bed. I want some little cat on the side. I want a bath water. I want to do all that, you know. Do that for me in order to love me. But yeah, she ain't gonna do none of that, man. She's not gonna do any of that. So how's she gonna truly? Oh, but I love you, though. How's that? How are you showing that you love me? Love is an action word, man. It's not no emotion. Esau puts it in there as an emotion. Oh, love, happiness, anger, man. No, love is not no emotion that you can feel. It's actually an action word that you show forth, man. If you love something, you're gonna do it. You're gonna put in time and effort to do something for it, man. You got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Psalms 14 verse 1 says, "The fool have said in his heart, there is no God."
Kind of, man. And what does Esau push out here? He pushes atheism, man. Scientology. You know, those are all non God believing religions, man. And the reason why I call them religions is because people believe into them, man. All right, and as people tied down and bound to those beliefs. That the world came from apes. Two atoms came together and collided. Who created the atoms? Where did the atoms even come from? So you talking about the atoms was always here? But this is the man. But people want to make covenants. People want to make agreements with this man. And guess what? We did in our previous the previous history, man. We did it with the Assyrians. We did it with the Greeks, the Romans. We made covenants with them, man. And look what happened. You know? Go ahead. Yeah, the Egyptians. That's how we don't get those accounts. Go ahead.
God. It says, "Full of sin in his heart, there is no God." All right. It says they are corrupt. They have done abominable works, and there is none that doeth good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek God.
happened?
It says, they are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. There is none that doeth good, no, there's not one. So we know that all these heathens ain't shit, man. All of them. Every single one of them, you know?
It says, "Lord, no, not one, man." And it said, Lord said He looked upon the heathen to see which one was going, see which one is going to be for Him. Did one of them actually even give an effort to serve the Lord? They said, "No, not one, man." Who was that? Ezra said, "I looked upon the heathen, and they're all flowing wealth."
Yep.
But he said, "Are they of Babylon more righteous of Israel?" Because what? The heathens don't look for it. Matter of fact, Bible shop, since you brought that up, get on Psalms the 10th chapter.
Come on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Read it.
Romans 14. Psalm chapter 10, verse 1 says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble?" It says, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor."
And who's in his pride moment right now, man? That's talking about Esau, the other nation. Go ahead.
"Let them be taken in devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord affordeth." The wicked says, "The wicked, though the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh."
See, and it said what? Bible shop, can you read that over? It says not the whole thing where it talks about
the wicked.
Yeah.
The wicked, though the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts.
See, so what? The wicked is not going to look after Yahweh, man. They're not studying the Lord. They're not studying His ways, And how you know that? Because why? They're not pushing His ways now, man. Here you go, the statutes of commandment. We have statutes of commandment. How it's supposed to be pushed upon this planet Earth, but yet Esau comes to what? His own statutes of commandments, saying, "No, we're going to push these ones," which is what? It's okay to be poor. It's okay to commit homosexual acts. It's okay to do these things. No, you can't put a homosexual to death. You put a homosexual to death, I'm gonna put you to death. Yep. See, these are this man's statutes on commandments. When this world already has its own statutes on commandments, man, which was given to him from the beginning. Go ahead.
God, keep going that song.
No, that was basically it. I just want to. Did you read verse 4?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was basically it. I just want, since you pulled that the Lord looked upon the heathen and it seemed none that was looking towards Him. It just showed. It just said the wicked in his pride. See the wicked. Matter of fact, it says I'm gonna get that in the pop. Matter of fact, you got your phone?
Yeah. Look
at the word where it says it's in the apocryphal where it says I can't even remember how it goes. It basically is talking about the wicked. He has a power. In the land of uprightness shall he not know righteousness, because he has the power to do righteousness, but yet he's not doing it. All right. Here you go. You got Esau in the land of Israel. Esau's running the whole world. He has the power to do righteousness, but yet he's not, man. Because why? He doesn't care about the Lord. He doesn't care about the Lord in his ways, man. All right. Go ahead.
I'm getting I'm talking to you. No.
Just put in the land of uprightness. Because Esau, he doesn't care about the Lord, man. And really, to be honest, and he has that vibration upon all these heathens, man. These heathens don't care about the Lord. Even Israelites don't even care about the Lord, man. Because why? Because they're doing their own thing, man. They're trying to fill their own belly up. All right? They're trying to do the things that's pleasing unto them. And that the Alice and Crowley spirit, man. Do as I do. Whatever makes you feel good, do it, man. When the scripture, that's completely contrary against the scriptures, man. We're supposed to follow the statutes, laws, and commandments no matter how we feel, man. No matter how it makes us feel, man. Doing Elijah, doing the signal. Hey, it says give up your bodies and live in sacrifice. A sacrifice isn't something that hey, that's what sacrifice is. Sacrifice is something that you want to do. Sacrifice is something that you're sacrificing, man. Which means what? You're giving up your own feelings, you're giving up your own will to do something that's pleasing to the Lord. All right? Just like anything, man. Sacrificing, if I'm sacrificing my phone, which is what I'm giving my phone for somebody else's benefit, man. I'm taking pain. I'm taking an inconvenience on myself to make sure another person's benefit is being fulfilled. All right. People call it sacrificing their time. You can sacrifice anything: your time, your effort, what money, offerings. You can sacrifice anything, man. But you people out here don't want to truly sacrifice anything. That's why the Lord's gonna ultimately destroy you. Go ahead, you got it?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Isaiah.
yeah, Isaiah 26:10.
16.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 10.
Read a couple verses, see what they're talking about. Read a couple verses and see what they're talking about.
Let favor be shown to the wicked.
Yeah. There you go. Read that. Start from now.
Okay. Isaiah 26, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Let favor be shown to the wicked.
Uh-huh.
Yet will he not learn yet will he not learn righteousness.
Read that over.
Let favor be shown to the wicked.
Uh-huh.
Yet will he not learn righteousness.
See, that favor is being shown to the wicked right now, man. Why? Because he's in his rulership. See? He's being shown favor. But yeah, it says, will he not learn righteousness? He has the ability to do righteousness right now. All right? He has the means to do righteousness, man. He can literally put in the law right now, all homosexuals, everybody that's a homosexual must be put to death if they do not convert back into their old ways. If homosexuals still want to be homosexuals and be put to death, hey, they can abolish pork or shrimp or lobster. You know, they can abolish all that to be putting it out, man. They have the means to do these things, but yet, guess what? Will they not learn righteousness? They're not learning righteousness, man. They're not doing the things that's coherent with the scriptures, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Come. It says, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, he will deal unjustly.
See, in the land of uprightness is Israel, man. He would deal unjustly. Why? He had faggot parades over there. First of all, you gun rats over there. That's one of the biggest right now, man. We got Edomites dwelling in our land, man. The land flowing with milk and honey is flowing with Edomites now, man. Filthy rat bastards, man. All right. And the reason why we call you rats is because you're an infestation, man. An infestation is what? The things that's not belonging there, man. Things that's unwanted. You know, you got the audacity to get in our land and make a pink city, man. You know, Bubba Shah, you find them, man. Get that scripture where it says a bastard shall dwell in Ashton, man. Because you're a bastard, man. You don't have a father. That's why ultimately you're gonna be destroyed, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, yet will he not righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not uphold the majesty of Yahweh.
See, not uphold the majesty of Yahweh, man. By doing the statutes, laws, commandments. You got the gutterites over there doing what? Baby circumcision, man. Giving baby herpes, bloody circumcision, sucking they rides off their children. These are babies. Bow down to a wall, bumping their head against a wall, putting little prayers on the wall and shit. Wearing what is it called? The koofy things on top of their head. The men wearing them. Scripture talking about men covering their head, man.
Yeah.
You know, doing all type of abominable works in the land of the Lord, man. You know.
Zechariah 9.
He's not upholding the Lord's majesty, man. He's not upholding the Lord's laws. That's like we was going to. If you really want to show the Lord you love him, that's how you show it, man. So hold on right there. Hey, show on, brother. You really good. Speak on something. Okay. Okay, Kyle. Bring up that bastard, you know.
This is Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6. A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
Go ahead, read that other book, John.
Zechariah 9 and 6. It says, a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
See, and Ashdod is where? It's a city in Israel right now, man. You can actually look up Ashdod right now, and that's actually a city in Israel. And it says what? A bastard shall dwell there, man. Who is dwelling in Ashdod right now, man? So-called Esau. Is what? Is a bastard, man, which means what? He don't belong there, man. He's fatherless. All right? He's not supposed to be there. Because who's truly supposed to be there, man? The true Israelites, man. The one that does have a father, all right? Go ahead, Kanye.
Hey, Shalom. All on like Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Brakathum to you brothers, man.
Shalom, brother.
Hey, this is if I may, I'm gonna get like 3 scriptures, but after following up that Zechariah, that bastard, right? This is Psalm chapter 60, verse 8. It says, Moab is my watch spot, okay? Moab is the Chinese, all right? And it says, over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia triumphed thou because of me. Now, when it says over Edom will I cast out my shoe, let's look up that word shoe in the Hebrew. That word shoe in the Hebrew is like la, all right? I'm just going to get straight to the point. In the Strong's definition, it says, properly a sandal tongue, sometimes as a symbol of occupancy, okay? And check this out. It says, a refusal to marry. So the Lord refused Esau. When you read 2nd Ezra 6th chapter, it says the Lord chose Jacob and put by Esau. Because we married to the Lord, okay? The scripture says, I have presented you a chaste virgin, all right? But the beautiful comely daughters of Zion represent the hopeful elect that's married to the Lord. Who did the Lord marry? And marry means to be joined. And how was we joined to the Lord? With the covenant, with the statutes, laws, and commandments. But it said, Salaki, it said, over Edom will I cast out my shoe, meaning a refusal to marry. Hebrews 12:16 says what? It says, Esau found no place of repentance. So the Lord ain't dealing with the so-called white man, which the Bible calls Esau, Edom, okay? And I'm going to jump to this Deuteronomy 17 and 15. It says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So you got voting season going on. Okay, you got these people going out. A couple years ago, Puff Daddy, P Diddy, whatever, voter died, etc. You got people walking around with T-shirts talking about some I voted. You got old nigga women and nigga men looking down on young Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, looking at them as if they're insignificant because they're not caught up in the status quo. They're not caught up in what the world said to do. The Bible clearly said, do not choose somebody of another nation as your ruler. And that's all we've been presented with. All the presidents of America has been heathens. Barack Obama was a Hamite, a heathen. He was not an Israelite. Now I'm going to jump to 2nd Ezra. This is Slakia. In the Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, I'm going to start at verse, it says, I'm going to jump around. It says, I'm going to start at verse, Salakia, 11, and I'm going to go to 7. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 11, it says, for it was a cursed seed from the beginning. So from its very beginning, from its very inception, all right, when you go into the serpent, okay, we go all the way to Genesis, like the book of Revelation says, that old serpent, which is the devil. Then when you jump to Cain, then when you jump to Esau. So from its very creation, it was a cursed seed. The scripture says some have been cursed and some have been blessed. I need to put them on. Only one picture. So what? I'm gonna get 2. So like here, the scripture says some have been cursed. It says for it was a verse 11, for it was a cursed seed from the beginning, right? Neither didst thou for fear of any man give them pardon for those things wherein they sin. So Esau don't get a pass, man. The only people that could be adopted back into the Lord is the children of Israel, because we knew the Lord. All right, as a nation, we knew of the Lord. Okay, so it says the Lord ain't gave Esau pardon. When you read Hebrews 12 and 16, it says he found no place of repentance. I'm going backwards, but I'm gonna jump to verse 10. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 10. It says, but executing thy judgments upon them by little and little, thou gavest them place of repentance. See, look at that. It says, not being ignorant. So the Lord is fully well aware that what? That they were a naughty generation, man. When you read Maccabees, it says, when came into power, evils multiplied on the earth. It says, and that their malice is ill will, evil intent. The scripture says, what wisdom will not dwell with the malicious soul, man. Malice and malicious is the same thing. It says that their malice was bred in them. This is a part of who they are. This is a part of their genetic makeup, okay? When you read Habakkuk, it says what? The soul that is lifted up within him is not upright. So with your soul is your spirit, that's your essence. That's everything that makes you who you are. Everything that makes a so-called white man, which is Esau, evil, when the Bible speaks about everything that makes him up, it's not righteous. It can't no righteous. Y'all read Isaiah, in the land of unrighteous, he won't practice it. Roughly paraphrasing. It says, and that their consultation would never be changed. All right, when you look up that word consultation, it basically means who you are. So they can never be changed, man. The scripture, the Bible don't affect them the way that it affects the Israelite. Okay? I'm going to read verse 7 and let it go. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 7. It says that the land which thou esteemest above all others, so the land of Israel, which is the Lord's favorite place on the planet Earth, he esteemed that above every land, all right, might receive a worthy colony of the Most High's children. That's why the Lord got rid of all those heathen that was in our land, because they weren't worthy to possess that holy land. All right, the Lord's favorite spot and place on earth, man. That's why he said, don't make a covenant with them. When you read Leviticus, I believe it might be like chapter 19 or it might be 17. It goes into all the wickedness that those Hamites was doing over there before us, sacrificing their babies, having all type of
unlawful sex,
for lack of a better term, doing all type of things, man. And the so-called white man copied that, man. And the Lord ain't never dealt with them. I'll read that verse again. You brothers got this. Wisdom Solomon 12 and 7. That the land is above all other people, worthy colony of the Most High's children.
Lord. Come, man. We're joined to the Lord, man. All right. Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah.
And I like how the brother said, commandments. Hey, if you look at the word Levi, Hebrew word lawyer,
go down and have not to strengthen and to in the law is not going to a wolf to man that trend.
Kind of make the flesh is on.
I believe it's 19 and 1. Yeah, but the scriptures speak about making flesh your arm. The Lord thought of our heart. And now cause the enemies and the
we move the Lord to wrath. Yeah. Sacrificing unto devils. So the last thing is above us.
Man.
It says, make it flesh your arm or
arm yourself. A firearm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strength.
It's supposed to be something that defend you, and if you're using flesh or something as your offense, you're not supposed to do it. You're supposed to use the Lord, man. The Lord says, I shall be a strong tower in that defense. Matter of fact, it talks about that. And if you make righteousness your breastplate, the salvation, your helmet, and your sword, which is thy word, man. That's supposed to be our arm, man.
Yep.
You know.
I got that arm.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna go straight to the point. It says arm figuratively because it's physical. It's not literally talking about an arm. Right. It's figuratively speaking. It says an arm, a foreleg, figuratively a force. Arm, help, mighty, power, shoulder, strength. And that's what it goes into. It goes into your strength and your power. Don't make when it talks about the children of Israel taking up arms, it talks about they're taking up a defense. Mm-hmm. They're taking up power, you know.
Right.
So
you got men.
You
got men that's making flesh there, man. You know. Go ahead.
No, because thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusts in man and make a flesh his arm, mm-hmm. who is hard to part from the Lord. All right. Because
you're not really dwelling on. Because you're putting all your trust in that man, right? You know, you're putting all your trust in that man, so you're not going to think about what the Lord because it says what some trust in chariots, some trust in horses, man. But we shall trust in the Lord. We shall trust in the Lord our God, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing. We're talking about what? Some people believe that a plane or a car is going to deliver them, man. And just like King David said, he said, "You come with me with sword and shield, but I come with you with the word of Yahweh, with the word of Yahweh Shah, man." King David said that's a Goliath, all right, which means saying what? Only thing that King David had going for him was the trust in the Yahweh Shah, man, and seeing King David prevail mightily, man.
Yep.
All right. That's exactly how it should be, man. All right. We don't need the so-called white man for anything, man. All right, we don't need him to be our covenant. We don't need him to be our savior, our comfort, man. We have the Lord for that, man. Which is the only thing that we need. Go ahead.
Well, that was it today. I got another one. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, their priests, and their prophets.
See, because if you catch a thief, what? That's like you catching your hand in a cookie jar.
You catch him red-handed, man. He got that shocking all look like.
Yeah. He got that loaded face because he can't like.
He can't move his way out of it. There's no leeway. It's like you can't give any leeway, so you're gonna be ashamed.
Hey, we all feel like that. You ever go in and try to sneak, some cookies or something,
Everybody
get caught
red-handed.
Yeah. Everybody get caught red-handed. You ever try to sneak something when you're a child and you keep saying the word "huh"? And I seen a quote. It said nobody says "huh" more than a person who knows exactly what the fuck you just said. You say, you know exactly what it is and what you're doing here. Like you heard exactly what they said, but you keep saying "huh" because you had that shame, right? And it says what? Go ahead, can you read that over?
It says, as a thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel.
Why? Because they trusted because they trusted everything but the Lord.
That's right.
So when the Lord come back, the Lord gonna look at him like, yeah, what you just trusted in, bam, now what?
Get Jose. Because it all goes into these idols, man. Because Jake moved the Lord to wrath. Like Jake do, there's a lot of sins that Jake committed, but the main sin that we have committed was going to these idols. Like the brother just said, man, we went into captivity not because the Lord forsook us, because we moved him to wrath. And how do we move the Lord to wrath, man? By forsaking him, serving these other idols. All right, Hosea 4, and I believe it talks about saying to a stock. Saying to a stock. Because I know exactly what it said when I see it. Hosea.
Oh, you know it's in chapter 4?
Yeah, I know it's chapter 4. It's 4 and 13. No, 4 and 12.
Okay.
You started at 11.
Okay. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 11. It's whoredom and wine and new wine take away thy heart.
Whoredom, wine, and new wine take away thy heart, man. That's other doctrines, man. It takes away thy mind, because when you go up, it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. All right? So due to the whoredom, due to playing the harlot, due to fornication and idolatry, spiritual adultery, the Lord have taken away their minds of these people. Keep going.
My people ask counsel at their stocks.
At their stocks. The stocks being those other gods, those gods of wood and stone, man. Because when the Ark of the Covenant was brought into the land of the Philistines, that it burned before Dagon, and Dagon what? Set upon a stock. That's how you know it's talking about another god, man.
You have to wear stock goes into tree, lumber, wood,
yep.
Stock, stick, gouge, piece, a gouge, firewood.
Yep.
Just show you it meant to be burned.
It meant to be burned, yeah. It should be stolen.
Yep, wood and stone, man.
Yeah, man, wood and stone, because that stock, when Dagon was set upon a stock. When it fell down the first time, it said it fell off its stock, So they put these idols and they put them on these pedestals and these stocks made of wood. Keep going.
Okay. It says, my people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declared unto them, for the spirit of whoredom hath caused them to err. They have gone a whoring from under their God.
They have gone a whoredom from under their God, man. All right. It said the spirit of whoredoms have caused them to err. So the spirit of idolatry, going into these other idols, have caused Israel to err greatly, because they have lost the covering. All right. When it said, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. All right. Before that, it said, my people. Let me get it.
Can I get something quick?
Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 19. It says, woe to them that say to wood, awake, and to dumb stone, arise. And it arise, it shall teach. It says, behold, it is laid over with gold and silver. There is no breath at all in the midst of it, but the Lord is in the holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him.
Come. You go to these things that have these inanimate objects. Mm-hmm. All right, when I say inanimate, it's not animate, it doesn't move, it's not alive. Because when you go into the word animation, it needs to move, man.
Hey, Brother Kai said the word stalk goes into the word cross.
Yep.
Stalk equals a cross. And you see hella Jakes wearing the crosses,
when they made them crosses, because the crucifixion is actually a torturing method. When they made them crosses, they used them out of wood.
Yep. Glass, stone, rock, all that.
That's all I wanted to have. A little more of this code. This is So
you wanted Hosea?
Hosea, that's what I meant. Yeah. This is Jeremiah 2. I'm gonna go back to the features of shame, but this is 2 and 13. Jeremiah 2 and 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living water, and hewed them out cisterns.
Man.
Broken cisterns. That can hold no water.
Which is what truth or knowledge in general.
So they forsaken the fountains of living water.
Yeah.
And it's written It's written also in Jeremiah, I think it's 18th chapter. It says, "As to the heathen, he shall tell thee." It says, who forsake the cold flowing water coming from the mountaintops? Because that water brings in revenue, it brings in money, it brings in wealth. So the fountain of living water is metaphorically the knowledge of the Lord because it brings in wealth. Spiritual wealth. I'm gonna skip back to that.
The cistern. What is cistern? Cistern is like what, a jug or something that you carry water in.
Vessel, yeah.
It says what? It says y'all have used y'all cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold nothing, so it's empty. What's the point of a cup if the cup got a big gaping hole at the bottom? Like it's no point in the cup. What you gonna use the cup for, man? You know? It's completely useless.
Justice 26. Jeremiah 2:26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. So the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to a stock, "Thou art my father." Saying to a stock, a piece of wood, "You are my father." It talks about the Deuteronomy. It says, it talks about you serving gods newly created, which your fathers have not known.
Yep, which your fathers have not feared. Yep.
It says, saying to a stock, "Thou art my father," to a stone, "Thou hast brought me forth," for they have turned their backs unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, "Arise and save us." What the hell? What wrong? The brother scripture said, "What wrong have I shown thee? When have I ever forsaken any of thee?" And they say, "My ways are unequal. Your ways are unequal."
Right.
The Lord has never said He was going to do something and never did it. But yet you got Israelites out there praying to a stock. All right, metaphorically today, that's anything they hold above the standard of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, will that be false doctrine? All right, because there's Israelites out there that teach false doctrine. Anything other than the truth is false doctrine.
Yeah.
And that's the modern day stock.
Yeah. You got mass quantities of Israelites teaching Yahweh, Ahaya, Ashar, Yehuda.
You got mass quantities of Israelites teaching Yahweh Shem Yahushua and still going off in doctrine.
Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but it doesn't matter what you call
it. Scriptures say, "Let not the left hand know what the right hand do," but you go to work. Shalom, brother. Shalom. Having conversations about the Bible at work in the workplace, and the scriptures talk about not letting the left hand know what the right hand do.
And on top of that, it's a time and place for everything, man.
That's against the scriptures, man. But you put yourself first before the Lord, man. And that's the modern day stock that people go into. It's themselves. The Esau is a crafty devil, man. People have turned themselves into the stock. They go and worship themselves by doing what they want to do. Proverbs 16:1 says, Proverbs 16:2 says, "The ways of man are clean in his own eyes." And that's the new stock. People worship themselves more than they do the Lord, man. It says, but I'm gonna start a little bit. It says, "For they have turned their backs unto me, and not their face, but in the time of their trouble they shall say, Arise and save us." Now, what was he quoting? He was quoting Judges.
Yep. Go to the guys you have called, you have cried to.
That's right.
Let them deliver you in the time of your affliction.
That's so mighty, bro. I love that scripture, bro. It's like you got a woman in the book of Jeremiah. It says Israel is likened unto a comely and a delicate woman. So we are the Lord's women. We are the Lord's jewels. And for any Israelite man, his woman is his most prized possession. No matter how wicked she is, you still look at that woman like, hey, she wicked, she a demon, but she my demon. She mine. Shit. I
mean, even look at it in school. When you get the baddest chick, people that you don't even really know look at you like you're some type of guy now.
Yeah.
You got the baddest chick.
Yeah, you got the baddest chick.
Just to show you that whatever woman that you get, she's like a representation of you.
Yeah.
How she dresses and how she acts, people look at you towards like that,
Yeah, she a reflection of you.
Yep.
And it's like you get this woman and you tell her time and time again what not to do, and she go and do it anyway. She You don't cheat on me, baby. I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do. Just don't cheat on me. You know, and she go and cheat. You take her back. She go and cheat again. You take her back, and she keep doing it. Now, what are you going to say? You're going to say there's scripture right here. It says, "But where are thy gods?"
Yeah. What was the niggas that you was sleeping with?
What was the niggas you were sleeping with?
Right.
You know, because they don't give a fuck about you. They just wanted to fuck.
Yep.
It says, "But there, it says, but where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Mm-hmm. Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of your trouble. For according to the number of cities are thy gods, O Judah." So according to the number of cities, so Judah had hella gods, man. According to the number of cities, thou thy gods, man. You know, wherefore will you plead with me? Ye all have transgressed against me, saith the Lord. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive not no correction. Your own swords have devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. All right, now it speaks about why be stricken ye anymore? Yeah. You will revolt more and more. You know. It says
it's like beating your children, man. And it's at one point where if you keep beating your child because he won't wash dishes, and it's at a point where it's useless now, man. You know.
Man, it's almost sad, man.
And once you read and you clearly understand that when you read the book of Judges and Joshua, man, and Kings, you literally see that, man. You completely understand where the Lord was coming from. Jacob, go into captivity for a number of years. The Lord will raise up a deliverer. That person will deliver them. Wait till that deliverer dies. Rinse, cycle, and repeat. Now just imagine that 15, 20 times, man. You completely understand why the Lord said that, man.
Yep.
You know?
Completely understand, man.
That's why Micah said what? Micah or Malachi, I think it was Micah. He said what? He said, I shall bear the indignation of the Lord because I sinned against him, man.
Yep.
Not knowing this, not finally understanding how the Lord feels, what we gonna do? Are we gonna just keep doing it over and over? Or are we gonna try to make it right? By serving him. You know? And potentially get saved. You know? The Lord doesn't owe us salvation just because we're doing the work. He doesn't owe us salvation. But we're gonna do it for that hope. The hope that we might, be saved, man. Because looking about all the stuff that we did back in the ancient world, man, oh man, I'm surprised the Lord kept dealing with us, man. But the Lord says what? He is slow to anger, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, he's very slow to anger. He's very merciful.
The mercies of the Lord actually is overwhelming.
Yes.
Because any mortal man would have been forsaken us.
God.
Any mortal man. I know if I was the Lord, I would have been forsaken Israel. You know, and the Lord's mercies it's incredible. It's actually almost overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as it makes you even more sorry. You know,
he will still be dealing with us. God.
That can you go back to Hosea became relevant again. Hosea 4:13.
I never dropped it.
Okay.
Okay, this verse 14 is, it says, I will not punish your daughters.
Go back to 12.
Go back to 12?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Hosea chapter 4, verse 12. It says, my people as counsel at their stocks, and their staff declared unto them, for the spirit of whoredom hath caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring and they got whoring from under their God.
Whoring is spiritual fornication. When you worship anything other than your house, or put it on the pedestal above your house. All right, just to clarify that. Keep going.
It says they sacrifice. It says they sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains and burn incense upon the hill under oaks and poplars and elms because the shadow thereof is good.
So it seems good. So the shadow of the protection that you think you're getting is good from these high tops. Because when you read Deuteronomy, it talks about the Lord is going to cast down like high places. These high places is where they would go to worship these idols. You know, I don't know why does Israel try so hard to be like the heathen when you better than him? Why? For what reason? That's how you know that they're stupid people, man. Our people are known for being stupid. You know, you sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains and burn incense upon the hills under oaks and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. All right, it says, therefore your daughters will commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery. So this is going to happen, and that we all know that that's a sin, and the wages of sin is what? Death, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the next verse, can you read that 14?
Alright. It says, finish it up on 13. It says, therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery.
Yep.
I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom.
So what you see going on now? Your daughters, they going off being sluts and whores.
Yep.
Your daughters are sneaking me in the house when you're not behind your back, when you're not watching, thinking you can trust them. You know, losing their virginity at 14 by a nigga you don't even know, you ain't never seen. You know. And the Lord said, what? I'm not going to punish them, because I want you to see how it feels. When your daughter commit adultery, I want you to see how it feels. You know?
Yeah. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separated with whores.
For themselves are separated with whores. You know?
It says, and they shall sacrifice with harlots. Therefore, the people that doth not understand shall fail.
That's right. And that was it today.
That's just one more verse, right? Says though thou, Israel, played the harlot, yet it says, yet let not Judah offend and come into ye into Galilee. Gilgal. It says, neither go ye up to Bethaven, nor swear the Lord liveth, man.
Because when you go into the history, the Israel, the 10 tribes was the tribes was known as the Northern Kingdom. They were going on. They were all wicked first. You know, Israel all became wicked altogether. But during the time Hosea was of the Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom was going off before Judah was. All right, Judah, the kingdom of Judah was still righteous. The Southern Kingdom. You know, it says, let not though Israel played the harlot, let not Judah offend, and come not into Gilgal, not to go into Bethaven, nor swear and saith the Lord liveth. All right. I don't know if it was Rehoboam or Jeroboam, whichever was the Northern Kingdom.
Jeroboam.
He said he made golden calves and sacrificed unto idols. All right. And one of the places that he did it in was Gilgal.
I'm gonna skip down. I'm gonna go to 16. Wait, did I read 14, 15? I did. I'm gonna just keep reading.
It says, talks about it goes into Ephraim being joined to idols.
Yep. I'm reading. That's where I'm stopping at. I'm stopping at 18. It says,
You can actually finish it up.
Okay, kind. It says, for Israel sliding back as a backsliding heifer. For it says, now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continuously. Her rulers with shame do love give ye. The winds have bound her up in her wings. It's like her winds have bound her up in her wings. It says, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices. You know?
It should be a shame, man.
The Northern Kingdom is, oh my God. I went to Northern Kingdom. It's like idols and shrines everywhere, man. Everywhere.
Jake and I say Jake, I mean Southern Kingdom. You'll never see this many shrines in us.
You'll see a couple, but
yeah, they'll uplift themselves before you see a shrine. Judah prideful in a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Judah pride. They uplift them. They'll be like, I'm the shit. I'm my God.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But Northern Kingdom, oh my gosh, bro. They put them in their yards, in the bathroom, and everywhere, all over the house.
Yep. They even wear necklaces and everything, man.
I got spiritual fornication. This is the definition of spiritual fornication according to the scriptures. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 11. Therefore, even upon God, it says, but that which is made with hands is cursed, as well as he that made it. So when you take, when you read this chapter from the beginning, it goes into how things become defiled, right? If you take this tree, a tree is a lawful plant, right? A tree is a plant that's lawful, but when you take this tree and cut it down and form an idol out of it, you defile the tree. You defile this piece of wood. Now you gotta destroy the wood because it's defiled. You gotta destroy yourself because you defiled. You know, Not both of y'all defiled. Not both of y'all got to be destroyed because you the one defiled this tree. What the hell the tree do to you?
Yep.
You know. That's why I said, but that which is made with hands is cursed, as well as he that made it. He because he made it, and it because being corruptible is called God. Like, so what you going to defile this tree for? It was mad in its own business. I know the tree had a mouth like.
Ain't this about a bitch?
Ain't this about a bitch? I wouldn't move it. I wasn't bothering nobody. You had to come.
You had to come and worship me.
Like, you had to come and worship me. But it says, for the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto God. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of God they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men and snares to the feet of the unwise. All right, so the Lord is going to visit the idols of these Gentiles, which means these heathens. All right, the Lord is going to visit the idols of these Gentiles. All right, because they have become stumbling blocks to the souls of men and a snare, a trap to the feet of the unwise. It says, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication. All right, so the beginning of playing the harlot spiritually is the devising of idols. Mm-hmm. It says, in the invention of them, the corruption of life. For neither were there from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. It says, for by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, therefore they shall come shortly to an end. All right. I'm going to jump to Wisdom of Solomon 15:15 because it says the same thing. Wisdom of Solomon 15:15, it says, for they accounted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, and fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go. So they have no extremities to actually, like I said, they're inanimate. It's just a piece of wood and it's just a piece of stone, or that you worship and calling it something that it's not. And you defile it by doing it. You know? Yep. That was all I had with Solomon.
Okay. That was all you had?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to read a couple precepts that Kai put down and end up at that. I'm going to start from Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 4. What did you read?
Wisdom of Solomon? Yeah. I read verse chapter 14 and 15.
14. Okay, yeah, that's what Kai posted. He posted 12 through 14. Yeah, he posted that. Read that right quick, and then I'm gonna read this.
Solomon 14, chapter 14.
Chapter 14, verse 12 and 14. You said you only read 15?
No, I read verse 12 and 14.
Oh, you did? Okay, Kai, you already read this. All right, I'm gonna read this one. This is Psalm chapter 89 and verse 26. It says, "He shall cry unto me, says, Thou art my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation." Man, you know, come on, man. Lord, that's where our salvation lies in, man. You know, through the Father, man, through the Father, through the Son, through the Father, man, which is Yahweh Shah, man, which means deliverer, man. You know, and deliverer means what? A savior. All right. And Lord is the rock of our salvation, man. You know, so that's who we should trust in. That's who we should put our trust in, man. Not Esau, not these idols. You know, none of them, man. We should put our trust into the Lord, man, which shall rightfully save us when these troubled times come, man. All right. So Lord willing, we hope this video will edify a few hopeful brothers out there, and if you elect them in, you know, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakash. And double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule well and who was worthy to be counted for double honor. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there pushing the truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for the love of the gospel. All right. And with that, shalom.